Welcome back.
Question mark? I know how to set things up. I can just like go to the there we go, the main screen.
Yeah.
Man, what a fun 38 minutes.
Yeah. If you haven't seen, there was a half episode we just did perfectly intentionally. Where we just so happened to make it look like the game was just so happened to not work.
Yeah, it was totally intentional and not by complete fucking accident.
Yeah, and then I realized only like 30 minutes into I definitely didn't realize like 30 minutes into that I could use my hotspot.
Yeah, did I not choose the
I'd
title?
never do that.
It's never, not once at all.
Uh, but yeah, I'm in. We in the thing?
Yeah. I just realized like the title change applied to the new stream. Whoopsie daisy.
Oh no, no, they're gonna be mistitled. No, they're both gonna be mistitled.
Oh brother. I got a fix though. Hopefully it doesn't. Oh well, I mean you'll know when it's the longer one.
Yeah.
Alright, let me create a game.
What if this episode just so happens to only last 8 minutes, even though we have a lot to talk about?
Oh god, that might actually fucking suck. Like if it like being the same fucking length and shit. That actually be insane.
Would be the first episode, the full episode that length.
That is true. That is very true.
For Little Dark Age by MGMT.
Yeah. Anywho, yeah, welcome to Garfield Kart Reviews.
Yep, episode 133.
For real this time.
Yeah, for real this time even.
Yeah. So yeah, as mentioned in the half episode, Vivian is on vacation, and just like, and it's kind of like a yearly tradition where I have to essentially take over for her, because I'm not on vacation. I'm usually at home.
Yep, and since he's not on vacation, he's the only one that can actually stream it because my thing won't work. My game's completely flipping up right now.
Yeah. So yeah, and also as mentioned in the half episode, she couldn't swear that much, nor can she mention she's a girl. So yeah, things are gonna be very limiting, but we'll try our best.
I actually can touch on that briefly. They are outside right now, so they might be a little on and off with that. But
Okay.
yeah, they aren't accepting of that sort of thing. So I kind of have to keep that hidden.
Yeah. So
And I might have to, if it comes down to it, I might have to accidentally misgender myself. So whoopsie.
whoopsie. But yeah, previously on Garfield Island reviews.
Yep. We talked about a super good, awesome album. And we also did a half episode.
Yeah, but the last full episode, yeah, we talked about or did a joke and a half episode, but yeah, it's a No Culture by Mother Mother. It's goddamn terrible and the third worst Mother Mother album.
So awesome.
Yeah, again, if you want our full thoughts, just check out the review after this. Maybe even check out the half episode if you want to see struggling.
Yeah, it's gonna be such an awesome half episode.
Yeah, but um. Okay, now we can actually go into the actual episode that we're gonna do. That's gonna be very tubular.
It's gonna be very radical.
Very. It makes you say cowabunga.
It makes you wanna eat pizza from Pizza Hut.
It makes you wanna remember to grab your American Express card.
It makes you wanna I forgot.
It makes you wanna fight to be free.
You wanna fight to be free?
Yeah. But yeah, this episode we're talking about coming out of their shells by the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yep.
Yep. Given that this will be the last singular album review for a while for the next couple episodes, I thought it'd be funny to let out on a pretty funny note for now.
Oh wow, the 3D's are getting bad. By the way, yeah, I saw my game's not running. It looks like I'm trying to watch I'm playing on a 3DS, but it's upscaled. Like not with the 3D on.
Oh my retros.
Oh my retro sauce.
Yeah, like I said, letting out on the funny one with the coming out of their shells.
Yep. Because we won't be able to because of the lightning round and bi-monthly and then the 200th album. Whoa.
Yeah. Yep. And as mentioned in the half episode, I did tell Vivian beforehand. I just made it a surprise in the last full episode.
Yeah, and I was just like, what is that?
It's yeah, because because I've heard this through the AVGN and Nostalgia Critic crossover episode of the Making of video, and at some point I just decided to get the VHS of the tour and the Making of video. I originally have the clamshell one that has both, but actually I'll mention that later. But like I got the VHS and I'm just thinking, this could make for a funny car episode. And so yeah, I brought that up last episode, even though I wanted to do it for a while. So Lamau.
Yep. So we're doing that now.
Yep. And now without any technical difficulties with the voice call, let's get to the actual album cover.
Yep. The album cover. We can finally talk about it.
Yep.
This is the part where it cut out. And how long are we into the stream?
Currently
Yes.
7 minutes and 45 seconds.
It's so awesome.
Yeah, it took us 7 minutes here to actually get in. Well, the last stream took around 35 minutes. Yeah, it's better to leave it as a half episode.
Yeah, that's exactly why I did it. Because wow, we spent forever trying to figure that out.
Yeah. But yeah, the album cover.
Yeah, wow, it looks so beautiful.
Yeah, I love the disgusting. I think that's supposed to be Michelangelo. Just
yeah, because he's the one singing.
Oh yeah, but yeah, I love the nightmare fuel Michelangelo just breaking perspective, breaking the shell because they're coming out of their shells. Get it?
Oh. Yeah, he looks so awesome here.
Yeah.
He looks so tubular.
So cowabunga, so bodacious.
So radical.
But yeah, the cover here is for the cassette tape release because this one was only released on cassette. I think. I don't think it was ever released on CDs.
There is. I don't know if it was released on CDs, but I do know that there is a proper Square album cover for the YouTube version, which we are going off of.
Yeah, because I know on Genius it shows that, and it has like slightly better models of the Ninja Turtles. Slightly better. I didn't like how they look, but I just like using the cassette tape cover because it's just funnier. Actually, I'm gonna fact check myself. Was it ever released outside of cassette?
Let's find out.
Let's find out. Because
were they even making music CDs at the time when it came out? Because I don't think they were. Because yeah, if that's the case, it might just be locked on cassette.
Yeah, it says it was.
Unless they decided at the time to release it on vinyl.
Okay, so apparently it was only released on cassette tapes.
Yeah, that makes sense considering the time.
Yeah, so yeah, it's only on cassette, but you can get the VHS release of their tour, which we'll talk about later. But I want to see how much it costs on eBay.
My God, first cassette locked album.
I think so, yeah.
The only other one, there was Sad Seppy Sucker, which was temporarily cassette locked. Was the older version.
Yeah, but what we're talking about here is forever cassette lock, and it's also dirt cheap on eBay. The first listing I found was $10.
And decided to randomly re-release it on CD and vinyl for no reason.
They just celebrated for like an anniversary thing. Just get like a CD deluxe edition.
Hold on, how many years is that? Uh, it would be hold on, brain needs to think.
No,
Give
you're
me a
good.
moment. 35 years since then.
Oh my god. They should really re-release it. They
Yeah,
should re-release it on CD.
yeah, for 35th anniversary. We're
Yeah.
talking about a 35-year-old Ninja Turtles album.
Yep. Which again only released on cassette, no CD, no vinyl, no nothing. So like what Vivian said before, it's our first locked on cassette album that we're reviewing.
So awesome.
So saucy even. It's
So,
funny.
this part,
This is released at the time that like the movies got popular, which was on multi platform. It was on VHS and DVD. So like, what the fuck happened? What the fuck?
oh, so did they have music CDs at the time?
I feel like they do. I mean, it's released in 1990.
If they did, then yeah, I don't know what the excuse is.
Hold on, let me do. I keep pausing to do more research, but it's like I haven't got to the tracks, and I'm just more interested in what the hell happened to the other releases.
This is a really funny realization.
Yeah. Okay, I see like late 90s. What about early 90s? Okay, let's see like 1990 albums. Let's go with that. Let me pick.
I mean, some of the older albums then might, if they're like, if you find like the famous ones, they're probably re-released for CD.
True. Let me go with the first one that popped up. Go by Sonic Youth. Excuse me. Okay.
I'm not sure if that's a good indicator because of that. Just more so, when did music start receiving CDs?
Actually, yeah. When did music start releasing on CDs? Okay, so CDs were made available in public in 1982.
Really? That old?
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, what the hell was the system?
Yeah, it was in Japan, and in '83 in the United States. So yeah, CDs were still pretty popular at the time. It's just I just don't know what the hell happened.
Wild.
Fucking actually wild. But yeah, onto the tracks.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we got distracted there.
It was fascinating though.
Yeah, it was fascinating. But seriously, the first track coming out of this house,
Yeah,
they're coming out.
yeah, they're coming out as gay.
Good for them. Good for them.
Yeah, already this is giving like very heavy Christian rock song vibes.
Yeah, I didn't expect that, but that's what we're getting.
Yep. I also put in my notes. Vivian is very perplexed that this is trying to be a real song, and I don't blame her.
Yeah, I was perplexed. I'm like, there's no way this is actually trying to be a real song. I thought it was gonna be like the over the top ninja rap type of thing.
Yeah, which we do get later, but like, and I mean later, but yeah,
For one track.
for one track. But yeah, no, they're trying to be like dead ass in this, and I just remembered it was like another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle musical related thing.
Oh,
It was "We Wish You Eternal Christmas." I think it was also released in the '90s, only in VHS. It had like the turtle singing Christmas songs. It
you know
was
we're doing for this year's Christmas episode.
oh yeah, gotta be a VHS tape of that, and yeah, that one I also heard from Nostalgia Critics. So so yeah, yeah, coming out of of our shells, that's a definitely an intro track, all right.
It certainly is. Ooh.
Next track is "Sing About It."
Ooh. Whoa.
Oh, yeah, this one definitely does not sound like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle thing at all.
Yeah, no, this has genuinely nothing to do with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is just about. Oh yeah, sing about your problems.
Yeah,
It, so,
yeah, like you can like replace it with like any other artist, and it just like would not change at all.
yeah, I so hope that's not a running theme.
Yeah, I totally not. Next one is Tubin.
Yeah, this one is a funny beat, if I
Yeah,
remember.
yeah. And this one's all about surfing because they surf around in the sewers. They're tubing along. How much is the
Yeah,
VHS tape of the fucking Christmas one actually?
let's find out.
We wish you a turtle Christmas. There you go. Okay. $100.
Is it available on YouTube at all?
I'm pretty sure it is, but like, maybe if I just own a VHS. I found one for 40, but it's surprisingly expensive. What the hell is it actually that rare? Oh my god! I only found 4 fucking listings, and one of them is graded.
You're gonna get a real rarity here. Talk about this Christmas.
Fucking the funny part is like the Christmas the special's not even that long. I think it's like 25 minutes.
See you in 6 months.
And how many?
6 months.
Actually, funny enough, I think like the Nostalgia Critic review was like the same length as like the special. Yeah, there it is. 23.
Not that much to say about
Yeah, there it is. Okay, the special itself was 21 minutes. The NC review was 23.
it.
That's awesome,
Awesome.
honestly. Anyways, got distracted again.
Got distracted again, Owen.
Oh yeah. But yeah, no, Tubin is sure as Tubin.
Yeah, it's a song about tubing, alright.
Yep. Next one is Skipping Stones. This is the longest album, the longest one in the album. At 5 minutes as opposed to the rest being like around 3 to 4 minutes.
Yeah, they decided to put a longer song in this for some reason.
Yeah. This one in particular is about Shredder. Just kind of like in this
Splinter.
oh. I said.
Master Splinter, it's not about Shredder.
Oh, what? Did I get them mixed up? Holy shit! It's about Splinter, the rat. It's the rat. The rat.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's about Splinter. Skipping stones. It's like in this meditative mood sort of thing, and yeah, you feel those 5 minutes dragging on. It is rough to sit through.
It is no reason to be that long.
It really hasn't. I got so bored of it. I just started like searching up like the NES game to like play in the background because I thought it'd be funny.
Yep, that's pretty much what mine does for the rest of the thing.
Yeah, I started off with an
It'll
on.
listen at least.
Yeah, I started off with an online emulator, which I don't know why I did that. Online emulators usually kind of stink.
But it's funny.
It is funny, but I did like give up after like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
But I did get back through. But
With an actual RAM.
yeah, with an actual ROM, with an actual emulator, and it wasn't really that worth it.
No.
Oh.
But yeah, for the song it just has zero reason to be that long.
Yeah, it really doesn't. It really doesn't. Maybe it relaxes some diehard Tunnel fans. Who the fuck knows?
This is what I used to get to sleep at night.
But yeah, next one is Pizza
Uh,
Power.
yeah, apparently this one was used for one of the arcade games for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, so that's interesting.
Hashtag interesting sauce.
Interesting sauce. Yeah, this one in particular was definitely Pizza Power. Can't deny that.
Yep, it certainly was.
Yep.
Um, honestly, somehow, Lemon Demon got the full pizza delivery pizza crazy thing better than the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle song.
Yeah, for sure. It's honestly really funny.
Deliver, we always deliver.
Always deliver. Always deliver.
We always deliver. That's a throwback.
Always.
Episode 9 moment.
Yeah. But yeah, next one is Walk Straight.
Yes, it certainly is.
Yep. I just put in my notes more like Walk Gay.
So true. That's what they did.
Alright, next one is No Treaties.
Yeah, this one's suddenly a war song.
It's.
Uh, the War Part 3 reference?
Holy shit. But I wasn't really paying attention to this one because that's when I got the NES game working on a legit on an emulator instead of an on the program emulator, not an online emulator. And yeah, that I just put it in my notes. The NES game sucks because holy shit, I forgot that the game is like infamously difficult. So like I just kept fucking dying and failing and game overing at level 1.
Yeah, it's so awesome.
Yeah, I love making that. I love not making jumps because the controls are so fucking awkward. Yeah, it's just so good. You know, the NES is so fucking awesome if you're like 50 and balding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, uh, what was I gonna say? Um, I also seeing the title, originally, I kind of felt really stupid. Because I thought, I was like, why is there a track called No Treaties? I was thinking of it like treaties as like treats. I was thinking, is there like a part with like, is there like something I'm missing with like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles loving treaties or some treats or something, and calling them treaties or something?
Oh my god.
Oh, the song is gonna be like, oh, dang it, we have no treats. We have no treaties.
No treaties. We got no treaties and we're gonna starve.
We got no treaties. Oh no.
We gotta get able to buy us more treaties, but for now we have no treaties. No treaties.
Master Splinter's gonna starve us to death. Please, give us treaties.
But yeah, Next one is Cowabunga.
Yeah, Cowabunga.
Um,
Oh, this is the rap song?
yeah, that one's the rap. It's a bad rap, but like, at least it fits more to the Ninja Turtles than the rest, I guess.
I suppose so. It is like really what you'd imagine from a bad rap from this album.
Yeah, very 90s, very corny and cheesy. Not in a very good way. But yeah.
Oh yeah.
Next one is April Ballad.
Oh my god, that was the month I was born in.
Uh, yeah. Well, this is about the Ninja Turtle character named April. She sings the
Okay, but that was the
ballad.
month I was born
Shut
in.
the fuck up! Not everything is about you!
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah,
yeah.
I will.
but, but yeah, this for sure is an April ballad, but I was just like, I said in my notes, I said in my notes, it certainly wasn't April ballad, but God, the NES game sucks. That's when I was like, still playing the game because like, I was like getting more and more frustrated because I was like trying to actually make progress in this shit.
Yeah, this is a ballad sung by April O'Neil, and yeah, whoa, cool.
Awesome, even.
Sauce even.
Yep. Last one is Count on Us.
Yeah, where the Ninja Turtles say that you can count on them.
Yeah. And you gotta fight to be free.
You gotta fight to Pete.
What the fuck? But yeah, that one has like the most Christian rock vibes. I
Yeah,
just
that's why it's so awesome.
yeah, and that's at the point where I actually like beat the first boss of the NES game, which was it's one of the rhinos. I know their names are Bebop and Rocksteady, but I don't know which one is which. So, as you know, I beat one of them.
Beatbox or Rocksteady.
But what else? That's about it, really. Well, there is one song that's like put on a Genius page that's exclusive to the live show that we'll talk about in a bit,
Yep.
and that's
Speaking of double feature.
Yahoo! But first, the overall album, like how is it and shit.
Okay, it was so tubular.
Yeah, it was so radical.
It was so cowabunga.
Yeah, it makes me want to eat pizza from Pizza Hut.
It makes me want to make sure I always have my American Express card.
Yeah, it's just so awesome.
So sauce.
But yeah, now moving on to the live show.
Yeah. The like Martin said, he had this on VHS because for this bit, and
Yeah,
just bring it at me out of nowhere.
yep, and when it arrived, it was like very moldy. The tape was like very moldy, so like I got it clean, quote unquote. I tried finding like so many VHS cleaning places without having to like fork too much on a VCR cleaner. So I just decided to get like the closest place I can, and the guy did a decent job, but like there's some like mold residue, and I just don't want to play on my VCR player. So I ended up just finding the rips on YouTube, which are actually pretty easy to find.
Mold alert.
Mold alert, and though after the viewings, I did buy like the tape separately. So cause like the one I have is like clamshell. It's like the really tall, annoying ones. So I just buy like the normal ones because they're like the smaller packaging. Which as of this recording, my the main tape was shipped out. So woohoo!
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
That means you just get to watch it again when it comes back in.
yeah. But yeah, oh yeah, there's like a live show that was released on VHS. Um, it's an hour and a half, and I really felt that hour and a half.
It's an experience. All right.
Yep, I got with me a set of notes. I was like writing notes throughout the whole thing, so like I pretty much just have like I basically know it because I just have my notes. So I'll just go through what the show's basically about.
All right. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, you know, it's like
Yogi?
yeah, because it's just gonna be like the what is it? I can only imagine movie thing.
Yep. We
So
should do more of these.
yeah. So yeah, the live show starts out with like this weird montage of like crew members basically setting up the show. I say weird montage because it's all in like black and white with like fade-ins and
I forgot about
blurs.
that happening.
Like it just doesn't look like a digital thing. It just looks like it's like for like the opening of a crime show where like a band gets murdered or something.
The opening of the cold case episode.
But yeah, yeah, then you have like the text on screen. It's just like the title of the thing, and then you have like the Ninja Turtles go up on stage, which holy crap, the suits look ugly.
What do you mean they look so awesome?
Yeah, they have like a. I remember in the making of video, they're like in their like kind of like standard suits. They're just not wearing anything, not really wearing much besides like some star thingies. But in the other live show VHS, they're like wearing like denim jackets and shit.
Yeah, they gotta get dressed up for that, you know? It's their big show.
Yeah. But yeah, another thing to point out with while they're playing their first song, which is coming out of our shows, the live crowd in this is pretty fucking mild.
Super mild.
Just the most mild crew I've ever seen since the Rex Viper performance we saw.
Yeah, that one still performs them, but this is still pretty mild.
Yeah. And another thing about this as well is that like each song, like this is like a multi-camera setup, like multi-camera editing. Whenever it cuts to like shots where it's just like focusing on like one of the turtles at a time, it's all in this like weird Dutch angle.
Yeah.
I don't know why it does that, but it's just kind of disorienting, and it only gets more disorienting when they get to like the more action heavy stuff, which we'll get to later.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, and of course with like the suits being bad, you can barely like the mouths barely match what they're saying.
That's the best part.
Yeah, just gotta love it. After the first song, they tried talking to the audience, and again, like I said, their mouths, barely match what they're saying. So just kind of weird and funny like that.
It's just all a little quirky. The animatronics tend to get a little quirky at night.
Yeah, and I remember by that point, Vivian just like goes like, "Man, this is like funnier in concept."
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, but and then and then I remember like one before like they play their next song, it like fades into like where like Shredder is like talking to them, giving them some motivation. It's just like talking to them about like how their music can make a difference and some shit, and I'm just kind of like wondering why the hell is that there?
Yeah, it's funny too. That's like I think that's the only part thing about it. It just starts playing up there, and then just cuts to the backstory. You don't actually get to hear sing about it on there.
Yeah.
This is an hour and a half so too, by the way.
Yup. Hour and a half show, and it's left one of the songs is not on the album is not fucking there.
Oh, it's just there, but just for like 15 seconds.
Oh yeah. But yeah, then you have like the actual next song, which they decide, which they're just dancing like idiots to, which is Pizza Power.
Yeah, they just love the pizza and the power.
Yeah, and then I pointed out how barely anyone's clapping along, because like they try to have like the audience like clap along to the beat, but like no one else was clapping along, so it just comes across as like insanely awkward.
Yeah, it's just like everyone clap along.
Barely anyone claps along. But yeah, then around 12 minutes in, Splinter shows up again, but he shows up on stage this time. And this is where he like gets monologues about like water splashing and all that serves as the intro to the next song. It's just skipping sounds, the 5 minute track, the 5 minute track that makes you want to.
Yeah, it's so awesome. I love seeing that Splinter model go do that 5 minute song with when the costume looks like that. It's so awesome.
Yeah, yeah. I forgot to mention the costume looks horrible on Splinter.
The worst one.
Yeah, it just God, what the fuck happened? It looks like roadkill.
So
but
awesome.
but yeah, yeah, the guy in the Splinter costume was just trying to like do these like slow meditation moves as the song was playing, and I just started like losing my shit. Like, he's just doing like all these moves like while in that fucking costume. It's just like, what the fuck is going on at this point?
Can you imagine?
But yeah, then you have like stock footage of like people in their daily lives. I remember that was there.
Yeah, because the song's so deep, it's just showing the band's message.
Yeah, and it also has like footage of like lakes and like some like Splinter like can't pick up a stone, and then later shows her like throwing it, because the song is skipping stones. Ooh.
Yeah, so cool.
Yeah. Then once the song ends, you have like this slowed down and fade to black and white image of a turtle and a kid, and it's just like, why is that there?
Just, just, just. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was yeah, no, that was just fucking weird. I remember Vivian was just like TMNT analog horror.
That's what it felt like.
I really did feel like that. It was just, again, the music just slowed down, like, and then you see like the black and white image of a kid in the creepy turtle costume. It was so fucking weird. They lasted for like only like 3 seconds, but like those 3 seconds were just like mind-boggling, really.
The most mind-boggling 3 seconds since the PS1.
The PS1 can produce mind-boggling graphics. But yeah, then you have like the more of the plot kicking in as you have like Baxter Stockman running around on stage, trying to like build something for Shredder to like basically like stop the show, ruin music forever because he hates music. Rah!
Yeah, his literal character in this just says he really hates music,
Yeah.
and he literally just wants to destroy all the music ever,
Yeah.
no matter what.
It's just. It's just there's like no real main motivator, like except for I fucking hate music. I don't.
Honestly, that was mine last week.
True, I do that to mother honestly. But
You,
yeah.
you, you just said you like music is a terrible form of media.
Music is a god awful form of media consumed by the lowest common denominator imaginable.
True. Do you
But
think somebody actually thinks that out there?
oh, for sure. It's like no doubt. Like they just
Talking to them.
like they just like look at like all the popular stuff and they're just like, man, music sucks. Without like really, expanding on their horizons. I imagine there's like at least one person like that out there.
Oh, yeah, you're so right, actually. There are people like that.
Oh
But
yeah.
then again, they do find the video game OSTs.
Oh yeah. I still remember that one video we watched. It's like some guy named the Renaissance. It was just like, why video game music is the best genre.
Yeah, and it also the best part is that it also had classical music in there.
Yeah. It was like one of the most pretentious videos I ever watched, but it's just so funny. I cannot take it seriously.
It was so funny. It was the funniest video ever.
Yeah, I think one of the examples of like the popular music was goddamn Taylor Swift.
Yeah, they do. They do. They don't think they even listen to the radio at that point.
Yeah,
Ever.
like at all. They really
They,
just
they just instantly get in there and connect their they just connect their Apple Music Classical, the app, and just start playing the Beethoven. And just go, oh, that's a banger right there.
Beethoven. I don't think that's even Beethoven.
Oh, classic Mozart right here.
Yeah, oh, Vivaldi going hard, But, but yeah, that was like a very funny video. But back to the Ninja the Turtle live show.
Yeah,
The costume, the Shutter costume is the second worst one. That was horrible as well.
yeah.
Pretty much every costume sucked except for maybe Baxter Stockman and April. And, that's really it.
Yeah, and those are the human characters.
Yeah.
They're kind of not only are they the human characters, they're also just kind of hard to mess up design wise.
Yeah, especially like April, since all she wears is like a yellow jumpsuit.
Yeah.
But yeah, then you have like then it comes back to like the turtles, where they're just like, "Whoa, man, Shredder's near. Oh, you guys afraid of Shredder?" And then there's like pretty quiet no's, which is really funny.
Yeah.
And then that cuts up to the next song because I guess they can't. I guess they don't want to be alert. Which is Lock Stray, and it took me a while to realize that that was a song, because I think I just blanked out at this point.
I forgot to.
So yeah, yeah, that happens. They got some They got some. No, they got some backup dances for some reason. I don't know why they're there, but it's gonna be it's like the least confusing. It's gonna be the least confusing set of backup dancers.
Yeah, I wonder what backup dances are gonna be there later.
Yeah. But yeah, then you have that I just put in my notes. Imagine being the parents taking their kids to this shit. That's what I put.
Not gonna lie though, I probably would have fell for this song when I was younger.
Yeah,
I would have
honestly.
been like, yo, that's so cool.
But yeah, then you have the next song that's played, which is Tubin, and you know it's Tubin because they decided to like once the song starts, instantly fade into like stock image of people, stock footage of people surfing.
Yeah, that's just how you know it's tubing. It's so tubulated.
For real. And for some fucking reason, there was like crocodiles in like hula outfits that just pop up and just started dancing with them. No, you motherfucker! What? Oh my god. Fucked up, man. Fucked up. But yeah, anyways, yeah, like I said, crocodiles in hula outfits pop up out of fucking nowhere and just started dancing with the turtles. There was like roller skate guys with like a surfboard running around too, but it's not as weird as the crocodile costumes and hula outfits.
So awesome, so Tubin.
Yeah, it it's just fucking hell. Yeah, that happened, and then like as it transitioned to the next song, which was Cowabunga, they did like a whole like Jeopardy parody because like they beforehand they like asked like the audience, oh man, you guys know turtle lingo, and then there's some scattered like a cheer, and then like again they do like this whole Jeopardy thing where like I forgot what is it. It was like turtle phrases for like 100. It's not like 100. And it's like, what's the turtle's favorite catchphrase? Or actually, no, since like Jeopardy, it's like, it's answer first, then you answer with the question. It was like this is the turtle's favorite catchphrase, and then Leo was just like, um, what is cowabunga? And oh boy, it's cowabunga. But before that, April interrupts the concert with like a signal saying that like Shredder's near, but then gets cut off. But again, the turtles decide not to be alert and just sing the fucking song anyways, which is
Yeah,
funny.
so awesome.
Which is funny because it's the singular rap song in the album. So yeah, awesome.
Yeah, but a turtle's favorite word is cowabunga after all.
Yep. Yeah. What's funny about this one in particular, besides the stupid dancing, there's like floating like text at some points that says Cowabunga. There's even they even like have like the editor put like text that has like a fake definition of Cowabunga, which I have a screenshot of.
Yeah, cowabunga.
Which says cowabunga and then explicative, and then the definition is one most excellent, and the second one, which the second definition, which just says word which precedes dude, as in cowabunga dude.
Oh baby.
But uh, yeah, after all that, we're back to the plot, which basically, the invention is almost complete with Baxter, running around just trying to get the invention done quickly, and then Mikey, and then it cuts back to Mikey, singing the "When and when we so one like a big piece of pie," and it does an Elvis impression, and I put in my notes specifically that, but I ended off that sentence with, "Can I just kill myself?"
No, Martin, you're not allowed.
Damn. Okay. But yeah, a fight almost broke out on stage between Mikey and Leo, but then they get infiltrated by Shredder and the Foot Clan.
Yikes.
Yep.
I sure hope this doesn't last for 16 whole minutes.
Yeah. But yeah, yeah, there's like this choreography that happens, and I'm putting I'm putting like choreography in like air quotes because it just looks off.
It's so good choreography.
Yeah, and this is where like the Dutch angles get really fucking weird because like, the camera crew is like working overtime. You just get like, going from one angle to the next, like whoa, whoa.
Yeah, it looks so awesome.
Yeah, it's so great. Um, but yeah, April then gets on stage too, which she ends up getting kidnapped, Lamau.
No way.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
That is a little crazy. A little insane.
But yeah,
Oh, style.
But yeah, then Shredder, gets on stage, takes over pretty much, and the full body costume is just so horrible. It's even worse, but
It's
because
so awesome.
Yeah, cause like last time you see him, it's like just like what is it, like a medium shot of him, medium close up. But now you get to see like him on full display, and it just looks cheap as hell. Holy crap!
It looks so awesome. What do you mean?
Yeah. But yeah, after that, Shredder like basically uses like some sort of device that like what is it? It like deharmonizes the turtles to like not have them sing and shit. Just kind of like losing their powers and whatnot. I didn't know what was going on at first until it was like explained later during the intermission. But yeah, Shredder's
Uh,
now. Uh
they said we need the deharmonizer for Telly Hall for real.
True. But yeah, day after that, the turtles get sent downstage, and now Shredder basically defeated the turtles for now and gives a speech about to the audience about controlling the world, which at that point is that was like the most noise I've heard in the damn live show. Like there,
Yeah, I hope it's not a theme that for some reason people are cheering more when Shredder's on there.
it's yeah, I just hear like boo boo like no no like that's not the most noise I've heard.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about.
Me neither. But yeah, then you have like the intermission, which you have like a reporter basically like reporting well the Ninja be safe and all that, and then he just decides to go and find the turtles, which he gets scared in the sewers because the sewer is dark and sewers are very scary in the dark, and the reporter is also putting in overtime with his acting because he's acting he's putting his heart out for this stupid fucking thing.
Yeah, he had no reason to do that. I don't know why he did that.
Yeah, but I appreciate it, honestly.
For real, for real.
So yeah, then you have then he finds the turtles, which they're basically just like standing around in the sewers while Donnie is just like building something, I think, and they do like this whole like interview thing about like giving this quick backstory to Shredder. Pretty much, it's like rapid fire, so you just kind of have to pay attention before really processing anything.
It's so awesome. It's so cool. It's so awesome.
But then I remember the reporter like called him weenies. He's just like, what are you, weak? What are you, a bunch of weenies? And then like the turtles like I think it was like Rav that got like super pissed and was just about to beat the reporter. He just treated it like as a slur.
I think they were all like shocked about it. But yeah, they treated it like a slip.
Yeah, yeah, like the turtles are just so mad. Like, damn, the weenies is like a fucking slur to them. It's like goddamn weenies, go back to the sewers where you came from, you weenies.
You can't say that on here.
Oh no, I said the W word.
Oh no, our stream's gonna get taken down by Twitch.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! But yeah,
Thanks a lot, Martin.
But now we're back to Shredder, and he's getting ready to make the children slaves, I think. And that's when I realized that like technically Shredder's committing human trafficking.
I love human trafficking, yippee!
What the fuck?
Tee.
But yeah, human trafficking. This little shit got real. And then after that, you have like a couple of minutes of just like Shredder like walking around and just kind of like trying to insult the audience and shit, which is really funny because you can like tell like the Shredder actors just scrambling to like kill some time before like the turtles have to like come back.
Yeah, it's so awesome. I sure hope a lot of the rest of the show isn't just killing time too.
Yeah. Speaking of which, so it then goes on to the next song, which is exclusive to this live show. I Hate Music.
Yeah. Oh wow, it's an exclusive song. It must be awesome.
It's just really just Shredder kind of quote unquote rapping, just go like, I hate music. I hate music.
Yeah, just suddenly randomly.
Yeah, which finally got to a song. It only took 16 fucking minutes to get to that point.
Yeah, it's so awesome.
It's so sauce even.
It's
But
so cool.
but yeah, but yeah, now it's basically revealed that like Shredder has like this giant laser that's gonna erase not only the Ninjas Turtles music, but just music as a whole. Really, he just really hates it that much. He just wants to get rid of it.
Yeah. Again, Martin last week.
Yeah. But yeah, not only April was captive there was also like two workers there. He's the W word gets thrown out, weenie.
Martin,
Oh
stop! You're
shit!
gonna get us taken off.
Sorry, I'm just taking this example. But yeah, then April's just like, don't worry, we can count on the turtles, and then just starts singing the ballad, the April ballad.
Yeah. At this point, you're probably wondering where are the turtles?
There they are.
Dead.
They were hiding.
No way.
Yeah, they were like trying to hide there, and like Nancy used like cloaking devices that Donatello made. So like yeah,
So awesome.
yeah. Then the Shredder actor was like doing an evil laugh, and then he like paused for a bit, and then he just continues.
So real.
But yeah, April is about to be lasered, but then for some reason it just cuts to like this fake news report about music being subbed because Shredder fucking hates music and is about to stop it. As mentioned multiple times before, me last week.
Yep.
And then we're back to we got to see the turtles again. The turtles are back.
Yeah, they're so back.
Yep, and then it just hits us with like this American Express sponsor jump scare.
Just out of nowhere.
Yeah, they're just like, oh man, they can't forget an American Express card. Don't leave him out. It was something like that, but it's just just out of nowhere.
It's like what? It's so weird too. What kid is gonna have an American Express card?
Yeah, like if they do like a Pizza Hut bit like in the middle, that'd be fine. I get it. Kids love pizza. And pizza's a good food and all that shit. But American Express, what?
Make sure you never leave home without it.
Yep. But yeah, they now saved April, with their cloaking devices, and they had to use the power of music to stop Shredder. And then I put in my notes, "Life is giving me this sentence typed out for some reason." And then that's where I played "No Treaties," because I was the song directed to Shredder. No treaties after the war. Fuck you, Shredder.
Yeah, no treaties. We're gonna starve to death. How could you do this to us?
But yeah, the music was just so good that it almost killed the VHS for a minute.
Yeah, that's so awesome. It's just that good.
Yeah, there were moments in the VHS rip that I found on YouTube that it just like was kind of like staticky and shit, and it's just like where it just like kind of froze a bit, which is really funny.
It was so good. Such a good rip.
Yep. But yeah, then Splinter says some inspiring shit again, which then triggers us to the next song, which is not on the album either.
I mean, isn't the next song just like kind of just them chanting the main part of the next song?
uh,
Kiananas?
no, this is like before that.
Oh,
Like it was like Mikey like singing to the turtles to like inspire them and say, "Gotta follow your heart."
oh right.
Yeah. See, this is why I have my notes. But yeah, that just happens for a bit, and then I have the screenshot it, but like all of a sudden, Mikey just has like his like hand up in like this weird way, and then, and then we were just like, Mikey, you can't do that.
Seriously, you can't do that though.
Yeah, you can't
Why'd
make
you let him do that?
Yeah, why'd you let us do that salute on stage? It's bad. The
That's
Nazi,
not good.
the Nazi salute, man. What the fuck? But yeah, that happened. And then now we get to the part where the turtles start to chant that main part of the song, which is just "You gotta fight to be free" over and over again.
Yeah, it's so awesome.
It just like it was just so funny how annoying it was. I just started repeating it myself. That's why I'm repeating it in the stream now because it's just like it just happened for like a good like 30 seconds, just over and over again. Just you gotta fight to be free.
It's so awkward. Nobody was joining in.
Yeah, the audience went back to being mild as fuck again.
The audience has spoken.
Yep, and then all of a sudden they just like insult Shredder by like calling him out that like he never got a day for like a school prom. So just like what the fuck? Why did they air that out?
They venting that in public. Damn.
Yeah, like literal public humiliation. Like what the fuck? You're supposed to be heroes? Damn. Like what the fuck? But yeah, the turtles now gain power thanks to the power of a mild audience, and now they defeated Shredder. And it was kind of hard to tell how he got defeated, but from what I got, it was just like going like it was like an elevator down to the sewers very quickly, I think. But it just
Yeah,
looks
I
like
don't know what's happening there.
yeah, but it just looks like they were gonna like electrocute him.
They said that would have been so funny.
True.
They killed the news reporter, but not him.
Yeah, well, you know, I forgot to mention that. Yeah, they fucking killed the news reporter, but if you electrocution, he just dies. He never comes back.
Yeah. Canonical kill count of 1 for the song.
Yeah,
Unless someone secretly died in the audience, like Travis, like the Travis Scott song.
yeah, but yeah, they have like this weird awkward shot of like the show actor just pretending it's like going down, but you can tell it's just in the room, like a blank room or something. But yeah, the day is saved thanks to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and they play out the concert with one last song, which is "Count on Us." And I closed my notes. God damn it.
Awesome.
Okay, there we go. But yeah, that was, and then that was the live show.
What a good talk.
Yep.
Man, that was a fun episode.
Oh, but I'm not finished yet.
What?
Yeah, there's the making of video, which is also released separately on VHS.
No way.
And this one is 30 minutes as opposed to an hour and a half. So
Thinking.
so yeah, this one it starts off rather normal. It just has like the title card, which is just an animated version of the cassette tape cover, which is really funny. It just looked really terrible.
Yeah, it's so awesome.
Yeah, so yeah, then it starts off with like Radio City Music Hall, New York, with like children entering the venue to see the Turtles live, and then they start the interviews, and that's where you notice where it's just like it's not like an actual making of video, but it's more like an in character mockumentary making of thing.
Yeah, I was like actually kind of interested in this one first because I'm like, I'm really curious on the making of this actually now. And then I will go in, and I find that. I don't know why they did that.
Me neither. Like I said, I was like well aware of it because of the AVHN and Zelda crossover thing, but like I just I don't know why they went for that angle. It would have been more interesting to see like the actual like costume making this shit, but no, it was just like this mockumentary sort of thing with like producers like glazing them and shit.
Yeah, I remember there's one part where they compare them to like several like famous bands.
Yeah, because the this producer is just like, oh man, we mentioned a bit the full Saints like Aerosmith and AC/DC, and the Turtles gonna be like, what are that? It's just like, holy fuck.
So awesome.
You also had like this other like producer that was just like, "Oh man, my daughter's gonna flick out when she sees this video. No, they're not gonna believe it. I'm not gonna be surprised if they want to grab it. It wouldn't be surprised me at all." And this one quote I remember from that AVG and the Solid Critic video where AVG is just like, "What a schmuck." It's so good. I love it. What the only really like interesting part I briefly mentioned is that like the performances in this making a video on stage is like different from like the one on the main tour VHS.
Yeah, it's so awesome.
Yeah, because you have like what you call it? You have um again, the outfits are like different because like with like the making of it's just like them in like their normal like sort of designs, but like with like some star stuff on it, just not much really changes. But when it gets to like the actual like tour VHS, the main one, that one had like denim costume on that shit. Even some of the choreography is a little different for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, DK, what that's about.
Yeah. Then you have like the quote unquote studio recording segments. This is the part where it gets
Yeah.
like really fucking weird.
Yeah, it talks about them making their own music as these are real turtles that are teenage and mutants.
Yep. And our
And
ninjas.
ninjas, don't forget that.
And one of them mentions like that Leonardo plays like a one-string bass,
Yeah.
which is
And
like,
I don't think that works like that.
yeah, I don't think that's even like humanly possible.
'Cause it just be some like it'd be the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, just like do. Like it just doesn't work like that.
You love the same note being played over and over again.
Yeah. And since in the Square album cover that Viv mentioned, it does have like a logo for pizza. Since TMNT were at one point were sponsored by pizza, even going as far as the first VHS release of the first movie. And there's no stranger here. I mean, you have like one of the segments where Leonardo's getting interviewed. You have like boxes of pizza, and even in like this like press conference thing, you have like the producers like talking about, oh man, this guy that works at Pizza Hut, found out about this. It's just so not subtle at all.
It's so funny.
Yeah. Like and it goes on for like a bit. This whole Pizza Hut sneak thing.
They're brainwashing you and eating more Pizza Hut.
Yeah, buy more. Must eat Pizza Hut.
Must never out Pizza the Hut.
But then he got like the the producers introducing the fucking turtles to the press conference, and which also has children in it, which children weren't even like that stoked. They were just kind of like looking around still.
Yeah, also, holy could that was a good Snape.
But yeah, then you have oh yeah, then like the turtles are like it shows like a fucking piece of shit. Then you have this like this short montage of like the turtles like quote unquote helping out the crew members.
Liberals. Yeah, they do. They're so helpful.
Yeah, you got like this one part where like I think it was Donnie that was less like giving like a power cord to one of the crew members, and that's it. That's all the help he did.
So helpful. I wish
So,
I could be that helpful.
yeah. Man, this makes me feel so bad for the people in the costumes, the actors. Like they had to put like overtime for this stupid fucking video.
Yeah, I was just genuinely curious on the actual making of this project.
Oh
I
nope.
don't know why they did this.
Yeah, I don't know why either, but just happens. Just happens.
Yes.
And then you have like this segment where there's like several segments where you just play like full snippets of like their songs because I just feel like they just run out the caps to make this 30 minutes. So there's
Yeah, if
kind
I'm gonna be playing this game without looking at the thing, I feel like laying down for a moment.
of, but yeah, what I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, yeah. There's just like full ass segments of the songs, and I just feel like they just gave up at a certain point.
Yeah, just like me now.
So true. But yeah, then you have like a part where like the shuttles are like singing on top of the Radio City Music Hall in New York, and there was like a pretty sizable audience there for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about.
Me neither. Oh, yeah, that's where another segment of the song plays, and it's just kind of funny like seeing like it's like pointed out in the Amy Jane Nostalgia video too. They're like none of the people that were walking around were like looking up to like see what happens.
Yeah, no.
It's just they just don't fucking care.
Just minding their daily lives.
Yep. And then after that, you get the reminder that the Cowabunga song is this, which I put on my notes. Gonna hashtag kill myself.
Yeah, so awesome.
Yep. And again, and after like playing like more full segments of the song, the documentary just stops. It just rolls to credits.
It's so awesome.
Like there's just like no real ending to it. It just sort of like stops.
Such an awesome ending.
Yeah, you know, as they play out the outro song, which I forgot the name of again, Count on Us, okay. And then after that, you have this post-credit scene with Splinter rising up, saying, and I quote, "They are definitely happening. They are definitely happening, musically."
Yeah, I don't know what he meant by that.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck he means either. It's just such a confusing way to end, and then that's the end. That's it. That's the end of the tape. That's coming out of our shelves. That's the making of video.
Oh my god, we're done.
We did it. So, what do you think of both videos, Vivian?
Peak.
So true. They were definitely a wild watch. I definitely recommend watching them for curiosity's sake.
Yep. Also, I did so good that was that was funny to do.
Yeah. And yeah, overall, it's just kind of a funny piece of Turtles history.
For real, for real.
Yep.
Do you
And
actually have anything more to say? Cause we just entered this.
not really, but I like I said, I did buy like the VHS tapes separately, so I can't wait to watch them again on like an actual VCR this time. I'm probably gonna sell the clamshell to like a local half price books, I guess.
And then they're gonna be like mold alert.
Bold alert! But yeah, I don't know what else to say really. It's just funny that this is like the actual album was only released on cassette tape.
Yeah, it really is. Cassette only album.
Yep. This is just no other albums. I think the upload of like the album itself was like pretty recent too. Let me check. Yeah, yeah. Oh, actually, no, not recent. It was like 10 years ago. Then again, it is a long time a long time after the album. I do wonder how the
I think that
upload.
was the same amount of time that Modest Mouse got on there.
Uh, but yeah, what was I gonna say? Fuck. Yeah, I do wonder how the uploader of the album, because we didn't get it officially. We got it from like some random uploader. I do wonder how we got like the high quality rips of these songs.
Oh my god, high quality rips. Um, you reference?
Kill yourself. Just fucking kill yourself.
Hehe.
But yeah, it was just kind of interesting having to like, you know, watch it through that. But Ninja Turtles.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Definitely not the worst Ninja Turtle related thing for me. That one is the live action one for 2014, as well as its dog ass sequel.
I feel like oh yeah, I feel like some people are like overreacting on this
Yeah,
album.
yeah. Because like there was like a pretty damn negative reception on Write Your Music, which Vivian discovered before the listen.
And like people are taking this way too seriously in here.
Yeah, like come on, it's not that bad, really.
With a 1.5 star review.
Yeah, I remember it starts off like, oh man, the 37 minutes for like 2 hours. I'm just like, damn, dude, what the fuck? What did this album do to you?
And someone said they literally died doing skipping stunts.
Yeah, which that song is like boring at worst.
Yeah.
But like I said, not the worst entirely things out there. Again, the 2014 movie and its sequel were pretty damn bad. Those were the worst for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a Ninja Turtle fan either. Forgot to mention that. I've never seen the original cartoon. Never seen the original trilogy of movies. I've seen that one weird live action show. I forgot what's called. It has like the light blue ranger. Okay, it's called Ninja Turtles: The Next Mutation. I remember. I hated that show as a kid.
You love it.
Cause I remember this was like at the time when I was watching the 2012 show. That's like the only Ninja Turtles thing that I really watched. Cause that one that one I was like I would watch like a new episode like every time it aired.
Mhm.
It was like my shit back then. It was like so fucking. It was like so peak for me. and
Awesome stuff.
And I remember, like, I would like go to like the hub channel sometimes, and I just look at Ninja Turtles that makes you taste, and I'm just like, oh, what is this live action crap? It just looked bad. I didn't like how it looked back then, and I don't like how it looks now. I'm looking at the pictures right now on Google, and it just looks so bad. Actually, I could just
So
like,
awesome.
yeah, I could just screen share my freaking mozzarella Firefox. That's my
Thank you. You know what the thing is? You started hyperfixating on that.
But yeah, this is Ninja Turtles: The Next Mutation.
Awesome.
So awesome. But yeah, that's one of the only ones I watched. I haven't seen the 2003 show either. So yeah, I'm not that big of a Ninja Turtles fan. What about you, Vivian? What's your history of Ninja Turtles?
I don't really have one.
Fair. But yeah, where would you put this?
Number one.
Oh yeah, so true, so true. No, I'm kidding.
Like
Um,
midpoint.
yeah, somewhere around
It
mid.
is. It is literally the middle thing of it.
Yeah, so do we just like put it below Moon Music then?
Yeah. Oh my God. Number 100. The middle. Pretty much exactly.
Yeah, let's put it there. But yeah, what is it? Out of their shells, yeah. Oh no, it's coming out of
Yeah.
their shells, yeah. Shell spike. I can't believe I'm putting this. Wait, what the hell? Why the hell did it increase to? There we go. Wait, where did it go? What? No, fucking whatever. Out of our shells by Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. All right, that's the review.
Yep. Next time on Garfield Kart Reviews, we're doing the lightning round,
Yes,
Volume
ma'am.
5.
Volume 5. Woohoo!
Yep. We'll announce the albums later. Okay. Bye.
Bye bye.